Hey, you guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, accompanied by Queen Taylor, and today we're going to be taking a look at Kate Bush, Running Up That Hill. This is also featuring David Gilmour, who is a guitar player for Pink Floyd, and that's all I know. This video won a spin the wheel that we do with our Patreon members and our subscribers on the channel. I'm really surprised that Kate Bush was actually in that whole selection, the reaction request, because guys, we've heard Running Up That Hill because of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Stranger Things lit this song, gave it a breath of fresh air to millions upon millions of people just because that show was so popular. And that scene, whatever, the scene I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It really brought a lot of new, fresh eyes to Kate Bush.
Yeah, to be fair, I actually didn't know her name or that song before Stranger Things, though.
Yeah, I didn't.
And then once we saw Stranger Things and it happened, you were hearing the song everywhere all the time, in the car, in grocery stores. It's pretty crazy. But speaking of not knowing her or that song till Stranger Things, I read David is the one that was actually credited for bringing her to the public's attention. He helped her get a record contract and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
He must have seen something in Kate Bush, back in the day.
So how very cool.
It is very cool. I'm not like a big fan of Pink Floyd. Not necessarily saying that I was ever a fan, because I didn't really listen to their music. I felt like Pink Floyd was before my time, and my parents weren't listening to Pink Floyd either. So it's not like I was in an environment to be introduced to those types of bands growing up. And I just didn't have the inclination to go back in time and, even though we're a reaction channel, it's just something I never even thought of.
You never did until we started doing
reactions.
this channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've discovered a lot of
awesome bands.
New, old, new to us, cool stuff that we probably never, some of it probably would have never come across if not for YouTube and the reaction channel.
So thank you guys. I know this is a long introduction, but let's hop on over to the music video. Never seen it. I don't even know what Kate Bush looks like, you guys.
Yeah, I've never seen the music video, so this will be new, even if we do know the song.
Yeah. So guys, let's hop on over and give it a listen.
Oh,
this is like a live performance. I thought it was a music video.
me too.
This is pretty cool, actually. So, first thing off the bat, I don't think I realized how tribal the drums were in this song.
Yeah, I don't know if you're just hearing them more in this, but
it's awesome.
I was kind of thinking the same thing, yeah.
And we're doing a live performance, apparently, guys. Yeah. I had no idea. I was thinking it was the original video.
Mm-hmm, I thought so, too.
What do you think of the whole presentation so far?
I think it's cool. I think you're definitely hearing the instrumentals a lot more live, I guess. I don't know. Maybe the studio version just kind of simmers that down a little bit, but it is giving kind of a more tribal sound to it. But yeah, I think it's fun so far. It makes me want to rewatch Stranger Things for sure.
I know.
That is funky.
This is banging.
Okay, I know this is going to probably drive people crazy because obviously this is a song before Stranger Things came out and people really love the song and people probably really love Kate Bush. Our only introduction to this song is from that show, so I'm going to relate it. I don't know. Do you know which one is David?
The guitar player. I'm pretty sure. The guy with the crazy guitar, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Now,
so, because these are two different guitars, no?
That's a bassist. The big strings.
Okay.
Bassist.
So clearly I know nothing about instrumentals. It shouldn't be new to you. But this guy.
Yeah, looks like
Billy.
Looks like Billy from freaking Stranger Things.
Spoiler alert, if you've never seen Stranger Things, take a 10-second pause. Skip ahead 10 seconds. If Billy was alive and older, this is Billy.
I wanted to mention it because they panned like, you know, to a view of him, and I was like, holy shit, he even looks like
I know.
Billy.
It's been this whole time. I'm like, this is like a mind F right now.
Yeah. So, did you ever expect Katie Bush or Katie?
You're on like friend terms.
I'm on friend terms. Yeah, me and Katie, we go way back. I don't know what I was envisioning for Kate Bush, but this is kind of like a darker tone.
It does have a darker tone to it.
Just like a darker, I don't know why, but I always thought, I figured, okay, Kate Bush, that Running Up the Hill was a darker song in general, but for some reason I was thinking of like more poppy, more like, I'm trying to grab at straws here for another band that like the one that did the, Barbie doll song. Like I thought it would be like Pink, you know, in my mind I'm thinking of like pink colors and just more like a blonde haired version of her. And no, this is like raw emotion.
Yeah.
And I kind of dig it. I kind of like it. This song has so much ambiance with the version that we're listening to. And it's like a full body experience. I'm getting lost in listening to this version.
Yeah.
Than I think I did any other time, because we've even listened to a rock cover. That dude with the freaking I don't know what you call that. It's like bird feathers. That guy.
So yeah, I feel like this is kind of that darker. I want to see in the background, like on a large screen, I want to see that scene from Mad Max where they're in the big like semi truck and they've got everybody chasing them. I'm like envisioning that scene when this is playing.
Touche.
That is the weird guitar.
Oh.
That definitely has to be him.
This is like the extended version.
What?
Before we're about to get into a little solo, I said this is like an extended YouTube version with this live one. It's
I know. I was thinking, I'm like, I don't remember the full song being this long.
Yeah, this is
It's
good.
got a little, she's going a little off, like,
off normal script.
Yeah, not really script, but the way it's like,
they're live, baby.
like the pace of the words at the end is like different. Yeah, I don't know how to word that, but yeah.
Oh, I thought there would be a solo now.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Enjoyable. I think I'm actually glad that it was live.
Yeah, it was sick. It was actually something I wasn't expecting. Again, I was shouting from the rooftops that this was the original video, and clearly it was not. It was a live performance, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. I loved in that, I don't know if you could hear this, but the bass guitarist Billy on bass, his bass riffs. So every once in a while you'd hear him kind of play like a sick riff in there, because you think that David would be kind of stealing the show with it, doing his guitar riffs. And I love
Billy on bass.
The drummer, when he was hitting the toms there, and it was really loud.
Yeah, it was.
Boom, 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 boom. It was. It almost sounded like, a drum pad almost. So like, whenever I used to play drums, by the way, whenever you wanted to have like a bass drop when you're about to do a really cool breakdown, you'd hit that freaking doom. It was super cool. But it almost sounded like a drum pad that he was hitting, but it was just the toms. He was hitting them hard, and it was majestic and awesome.
It was. I would agree with that. Really cool sound.
And
I think she was a little bit quiet. Yeah, it was. I struggled sometimes, having a hard time hearing what she was saying. If I hadn't heard the song before, there might have been bits that I didn't get, but I was able to, like, I know the words by now. I was able to follow along where she was, but she was pretty quiet. That's the only thing, even like remotely negative, that I could say about it. I wish it was just a little bit louder. But really cool sound. Really fun to see them together. You could see and feel the energy between them. They obviously worked really well together, and that was really cool experience.
Yeah, it was. And like, guys, that riff, it's. I love that this song really leans into that, because it's actually, listening to it now and listening to it, when it first came out, I was like, this should be massive. Like, this riff seems legendary. Like, it's got that legendary sound that, like, you could be like, yeah, this is an earworm. And whether it's the riff or it's the synthesizer, the keyboardist, the pianist, whatever you want to call them, playing it with the guitar, it's just like such a good tune.
Yeah.
That you can be just walking around and you're like, God, get it out of my head.
It is definitely one of those songs that once it gets stuck in your head, it is living in there for at least
a couple
5 to 7 business days. You're not getting that out unless you get something else stuck in its place. But it is a very catchy song. It's kind of unfortunate that it took Stranger Things to make the song really well known, but also really cool. Kate Bush was probably like sitting around one day, and then it blew up, and she's just like, whoa.
Oh no, I read a story about that. I remember it circulating the internet that she made millions of fucking dollars.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
She made millions of dollars. I think they asked her permission. And
I'm sure
gave
they
her
did.
Rights
I don't
and
think
all
it
this.
was a surprise that her song was in there. I'm sure she had to give permission for it. But from going from like it not being well known to like You know,
Well-
14-year-olds are singing it because they love the show, I think is probably like what I was getting at was probably shocking to her.
So I don't know if that's necessarily true. Meaning that like the song wasn't well known. I think it was not well known to our generation,
That's what I mean.
But-
yeah.
well known to like our parents growing up. They're like, oh yeah, I know Kate Bush. I've heard of that song.
Yeah.
And that's like, it died there. You know, that's not like, whatever. It is what it is. But for the resurgence to happen, because the other thing too, you had amazing bands coming out and playing music and at the prime of their careers at that time as well. So like, you know, you could say the same thing about like Nelly Furtado
Yeah.
or something like that, you know, where we would know them. And if like 10 years or 20 years from now, a Stranger Things 17 comes out and they play a Nelly Furtado song, you're going to be like, oh my God. And the
Yeah.
kids nowadays will be like, oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you grew up, you know, my mom didn't really listen to all that much Pink Floyd. I know a little bit of their stuff. I don't even know if she knows Kate Bush, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure she's at least heard of her. I wouldn't be surprised. My mom was into some 80s music like when I was growing up, but I honestly can't really remember times where, you know, she worked a lot. She was a single mom for a lot of our life. So she was like working a lot to provide for her children. So I don't remember times growing up really where she was listening to music like on her own. And if she did, if we were in the car or something, like us kids took control of the radio, you know? So I don't know. I'm sure she knows her, but I don't really know whatever she listened to or didn't listen to. I mean, there's bands that we've covered on our channel that I've gone back and be like, hey, do you know this? Like Dire Straits, for example. She had never heard of Dire Straits before.
No idea.
So it's, you know, unless you are introduced to it growing up or you take that initiative, which you usually don't do until you're like a young adult, to go experience new music outside of what you know, then you don't know it. And I mean...
Yeah, and so my mom is actually older than your mom, and she knew Dire Straits, and she got all excited about Money for Nothing, and we watched the MTV. She gave me the whole rundown. So and that's another thing where it's like that age disparity.
Yeah.
Disparity, right? Disparity. So yeah, you guys, enough of our rant. Y'all know it. We're products of our environment,
Yes.
and we listen to what's prevalent in our lives at the moment. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys like this. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.